It's a lovely day here today and the ground looks absolutely fantastic. There are a few empty seats, but I'm sure they'll fill up as the day progresses. With me in the commentary box is Tony Gregg. Let's hear Tony's views on the pitch.
Thanks, Jonathan, and good morning, everyone. This is a pretty good pitch. There won't be any great movement for the seam bowlers, but there might be just enough if they can bowl in the right place. There could be some spin from the start, but certainly later on the ball will begin to turn more. For the batsmen, if they play sensibly, there are some big scores to be had out there. This is definitely a good toss to lose.
The captains are about to toss the coin, so let's get down there and see what happens. Looks like they'll be coming out to bat then. It'll be interesting to see if that was the right decision as the match wears on. Well, we've been looking forward to this match for a while, and it looks like we're about to get underway.
These two batsmen need to occupy the crease and see off the new ball to establish a good platform for their middle order.
The quick bowler to start the first over.
Run!
Batsmen are coming back for two. Two runs there.
No ball.
Run!
That was a sloppy piece of cricket.
Again! That's gone!
That shot brought the crowd to their feet. Great shot.
That's gone.
What a massive shot, right out of the ground. We won't see that again. This over's proving to be quite expensive.
Waiting!
No runs off that delivery. Great timing.
Yes. That's gone!
He's found the gap with that one.
Oh, that's a wonderful shot. He looks in great shape out there.
That's a real crowd pleaser.
Waiting!
No runs there.
Wait, no.
What would you describe as the high point in your career, Tony?
Well, the high point in my career was playing Test cricket. I think as a kid, if you go back all those years to when you were running around in the schoolyard or in the back garden playing cricket, If you had said at that stage to myself or to any youngster, you are one day going to play Test cricket, well, that would be the absolute ultimate. And to get your Test cap, to be handed that Test cap, is something that they can never take away. And if you then go on and do well at that level, that's a bonus. But to play Test cricket was the high point in my career.
Beautiful timing.
That's gone.
Found the gap there, and that races away for 4.
He picked his spot well there.
The fielder hardly had a chance to move.
Waiting.
No runs scored.
No ball.
No ball.
Waiting.
No!
Waiting.
Nothing scored there.
Waiting.
No! Waiting!
No run there. They simply can't get it away.
Waiting!
And the end of the over. The medium pacer to start a new over.
Fielding restrictions are over. The captain now has a free hand to position the field as he desires.
Yes.
The batsmen are coming back for a second. Two more runs added. Well, that's a cracking shot. Beautifully timed.
That's
Again.
gone!
That's raced away to the fence.
Oh, what can I say? He looks in top form today.
He just drifted onto leg stump there and got punished.
Run!
This could be close. He's picked up another single. Well, that's a cracking
No!
shot.
That's gone.
He's picked that up and 6.
That was a brutal shot.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet.
Waiting!
No!
Dot ball.
Waiting!
Very expensive over. What do you think makes a great number 3 then, Tony?
A great number 3 really must have a solid defence. Remember that it's quite often that he's going to find himself in a situation where he's out in the middle replacing one of the openers before too many overs have gone. So he needs to have the qualities of an opener on the one hand, and on the other hand, he needs to also have the qualities of a star middle order player. In other words, he needs to have a full range of all the shots. That's in the ideal world.
That's a good shout. The umpire isn't sure, so he's requesting the third umpire. Let's take another look at that in replay.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye over and over, but in the middle, they only get one shot at it at full speed.
There's the signal. He's safe.
Yes!
Lovely shot.
Again!
That's gone!
That's over the infield and racing away for 4.
That was a fine shot for 4.
He hit that with great power.
No ball.
One
No!
more to sundries.
That's gone!
He used the pace of the outfield perfectly.
Run!
Lovely shot.
That's gone!
Oh, super shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
4 runs. It's been a rather expensive over so far.
Waiting!
Well, the bowler will be glad that's over. It's a hugely expensive over. The leg spinner to start a new over.
At this stage of the match, on this wicket, the spinners should be doing most of the bowling.
Yes!
Let's have a look at that from another angle. These two are building a solid partnership. The ball just runs out into the covers.
Waiting!
He's scoring really quickly at the moment.
None!
Another single for the batsman.
Waiting! No!
Let's take a look at that from another angle. The ball just runs out into the covers. Another single for the batsman. Another over gone. This will be the last of his allotted overs then.
Run!
Again!
Get back!
Mix up here. And from another angle. One more to the total.
No ball.
The umpire
Waiting.
signalling a no ball.
Waiting!
Hooking the ball can be a very risky business, Tony. How important is it to be able to play the shot well?
Playing the hook shot is an interesting one. It
Waiting.
could be described as risky, but it can also be described as one of the most pleasing shots of all if executed well. There's nothing nicer than to hook a fast bowler for four, especially if you manage to get the shot right. But I think that you should try to play the hook and pull shot, because if you perfect it, there are plenty of runs to be made in that area. In fact, I'd go further. There's no point in eliminating any shot. You've got to try them all, and then depending on your personal view of how you're going, you've then got to make a stance in respect of how you're going to select your shots. And if you don't feel confident with the hook, well then don't play it.
Waiting!
Let's have a look at that again.
Waiting!
Two runs conceded in the over then. The leg spinner on to bowl the last of his allotted overs.
No ball.
One more to sundries.
Waiting!
Run!
That's gone.
Through the gap, and that'll go for 4.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
The crowd enjoyed that shot.
Waiting!
Let's look at that again. No runs off that delivery.
Yes! No!
Waiting!
Great fielding. No runs there. That's beautifully played. The ball coming right out of the middle of the
That's
bat.
gone!
For 4.
Well, he was a bit fortunate there. It was a bit uppish, but luckily not to a fielder.
That was a really classy shot. Well, that's wonderfully timed.
That's gone!
He picked his spot well there.
4 more. A beautifully timed shot for 4. His captain won't be too happy with that. This will be his last over.
No ball.
No ball.
Waiting.
No! Waiting!
Thin edge.
Waiting. No. Catch him. Waiting. No. Hosey.
That's out. Caught. And from another angle. So left hand, right hand pairing at the crease now.
Yes!
Batsmen are looking for two. Well, that's a cracking shot.
That's gone.
That was beautifully put away for 4.
You just can't fault the placement there. 4 runs. That was a confident shot.
Waiting!
No runs off that delivery. Seven runs came from that over. So, his final over then. That's well
Yes!
played.
That's gone.
That's raced away through.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
He hit that with great power. Lovely shot, right out of the meat of the bat.
That's gone.
That's a big hit. It's 6.
Oh, what can I say? He looks in top form today.
The crowd enjoyed that shot. Great stroke play.
Again. That's gone.
Oh, lovely timing. He played that beautifully.
That was a textbook shot. The crowd really enjoyed that one.
Waiting!
He's scoring at a really good rate.
Waiting!
This bowler's proving to be pretty expensive, isn't he, Tony?
Yes, he's very expensive, and he could do well to change his strategy just a little bit. One of the things that you've got to do is to know where the batsman's strengths are. If the batsman's a good cutter, as is often the case, you've got to make sure you don't bowl short outside off stump. If he's very strong through the onside, try and stay away from that area. So there's a fair bit of strategy associated in keeping a batsman quiet.
Waiting!
Spot on a line and length.
Yes!
They'll have to be quick here. Great shot.
That's gone!
He's raced to that half-century. If he keeps playing like this, he'll have his ton in no time.
Let's take another look at that in replay.
Run! Again!
Batsmen are coming back for two. That's two more runs on the board.
No ball!
No!
One more to sundries.
That's gone!
That's a real crowd pleaser.
No! Yes!
They'll have to hurry.
How's that?
Confident appeal. Not out.
Waiting!
No runs off that delivery. That brings the innings to a close. He's getting a polite round of applause as he makes his way to the pavilion.
They have to keep it tight and wait for the mistakes.
The fast bowler with the first over then. Oh, great shot.
That's gone!
I can just imagine what's going through the bowler's head right now, and he won't be a happy man. The crowd really enjoyed that.
Waiting.
Do you think there's more variety in spin bowling now than there ever has been in the past?
The variety in spin bowling these days is interesting. Certainly there's quite a bit of it. We've got Shane Warne on the one hand down in Australia. We've got Mathia Muralidharan bowling absolutely brilliantly for Sri Lanka. And then there is the next crop of spinners, and there are quite a lot of those too. Guys like Vittori in New Zealand, and of course plenty of others around the world, not quite as good as the first two that I mentioned. I'm not too sure that there's more variety in spin. I can remember playing against an Indian team that had 4 spinners and absolutely no fast.
That's gone.
That's a fantastic strike.
That was a cracking shot. He really got into position beautifully there.
He's certainly not hanging around.
Waiting.
No run there, they simply can't get it away.
Come on, run.
Batsmen are looking for 2. That really is an expensive over. Well, that's wonderfully timed.
That's gone.
Smashed for 4.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit it.
That was a confident shot.
Waiting.
No runs there.
Waiting. Yes.
This might be tight. 1 more onto the team total. Beautifully timed.
That's gone.
That shot will give you an idea of just how fast this outfield is.
He picked his spot well there.
The crowd really enjoyed that one.
Waiting. No.
No runs off that delivery. Nine runs off the over.
That's the end of the fielding restrictions. Expect the captain to start changing things around now.
Yes.
Beautiful timing.
That's gone.
And another 4.
That was a cracking shot. He really got into position beautifully there.
The crowd really enjoyed that. What a beautiful stroke.
That's gone.
That shot will give you an idea of just how fast this outfield is.
Great shot. That'll give him some confidence.
He used the pace of the outfield perfectly.
How's
that?
That's out! Let's have a look at that from another angle. The new man in can't afford any lapses in concentration here.
Wait. No.
No run there.
Wait. No.
We hear commentators talk about fast bowlers hunting in pairs, but how important do you really think bowling partnerships are, Tony?
There is a lot of talk about fast bowlers hunting in pairs, but to be perfectly honest, what you want more than anything else is good fast bowlers. And if there's only one of those, well, that's just going to have to do. If you have two really good fast bowlers, then of course you are going to create all sorts of problems for the opposition. I think that is where this talk about fast bowlers and indeed spinners, good spinners hunting in pairs, come from. They keep up the pressure and they keep up the rage, so to speak. Certainly in my time, playing against the likes of Lillian Thompson, it would have been a bit easier had there only been one of those two and a little bit of respite when he wasn't bowling. The same, of course, applies to the great West Indian combinations. The likes of Holding and Roberts, for example, were absolutely deadly. And had either Holding or Roberts not been there, there would have been a little time to recover.
The batsman picks up another single.
Wait. No. Run. How's
Straight at the fielder, and that's out.
That was a bad shot. He really seemed to lose concentration there.
And from another angle. New batsman in, and absolute concentration required now.
Yes.
Really quick scoring here.
Wait. No.
That's a
Yes.
sensational shot.
That's gone.
That's over the infield and racing away for 4.
That had 4 runs written all over it from the moment it left his bat.
He was onto that in a flash. Great timing.
That's gone.
Wonderful shot. He really punished the bowler there.
That was 4 the moment it left the bat. He hit that over the top expertly. Ten taken off the over.
The captain needs to think about saving some overs from his best bowlers for the closing stages of the innings.
No. Wait in.
Let's have a look at that again. No run taken off that ball.
Yes.
Let's take a look at that from another angle. Really quick scoring at the moment. Beautiful stroke.
That's gone.
Well, he was a bit fortunate there. It was a bit uppish, but luckily not to a fielder.
That was a confident shot. Beautiful timing.
That's gone.
I can just imagine what's going through the bowler's head right now, and he won't be a happy man. He's certainly not hanging around. We know that climatic conditions and the condition of the ball both play a part in generating swing, but would you say that movement in the air is predominantly generated by the bowler's grip or the overall bowling action?
Yes, there's no doubt that the whole question of swing bowling is top of mind in the world of cricket at the moment, mainly because you've got this thing called reverse swing. My view on swing is a little different to most. As far as I'm concerned, basically, a cricket ball swings because of the natural action of the bowler. As you go through a match, the
That's gone.
That's in the air, and it's sailed over the fence.
great shot, that'll give him some confidence.
This over's proving to be quite expensive. What an over. Disastrous. This is the last of his allotted overs.
Waiting.
No run there. Very well played.
That's gone.
That's 4 all the way.
Oh, that's a wonderful shot. He looks in great shape out there.
Well, he's playing to the crowd now.
Run.
Let's have a look at the action replay. One more to the total.
Yes. Waiting. No.
Nothing scored there.
Yes. Get back.
And from another angle. That's one more run for the team. That's 7 runs scored off the over. So, the off-spinner with the last of his allotted overs.
Waiting. No.
That's a perfect line.
Waiting. No.
Lovely shot, right out of the meat of the bat.
That's gone.
He's found the gap with that one.
That was beautifully put away for 4.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet. Oh, great shot.
That's gone.
That's a huge 6.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like that. Brilliant.
That came right off the meat of the bat. The required run rate has crept up to around 8 and over.
Wait.
No run taken off that ball. Beautifully played.
That's gone.
Great shot. That'll give him some confidence.
He really struck that beautifully. He took the aerial route, but it paid off. Terrible over. Far too expensive. So, his final over then.
No ball.
No ball.
Waiting.
So, 20 to win. He's hit that well.
That's gone.
For 4.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. Lovely shot.
That's gone.
This has been an explosive innings of real flair.
Let's have a look at the action replay. How important is it for a team to have an all-rounder these days, Tony?
Well, I might be a little bit biased, but I think that all-rounders have always been a vital part of the makeup of any team. The more of them you can have, the more batting depth you have and the more bowling depth you have. And, of course, all-rounders tend to be quite talented in all departments, and therefore they're not going to let you down in the field. So I think that even more so these days, the one-day game, for example, requires more batsmen because that allows the top-end batsmen to have a bit of a go. even if you lose your wicket, there's going to be someone down the order to help you out, especially if you've got a few all-rounders. The other thing is that it seems to me these days that the tail are taking things far more seriously. And so if you have some good middle order players to bat with
No
the tail,
ball.
you're going to make a big difference to your totals in all the matches in which you play. So nothing's changed. In fact, it's probably even more important these days to have good all-rounders.
Waiting!
Dot ball. Well, the bowlers are taking a bit of stick out there. This will be the last of his allotted overs then.
Yes!
The batsmen are coming back for 2. Another 2 added.
No ball.
No ball.
Waiting! Waiting!
He's scoring at a really good rate. Immaculate timing.
That's gone!
Great footwork. Beautiful shot.
Great shot. That'll give him some confidence.
That was a very confident shot. It's all over. The players are ecstatic about it.